Welcome to Issam's Insight with Dr. Issam Nemeh. I keep saying, he prays, things happen, miracles happen, therefore, ... we should listen. Because there's no recorded evidence ever of evil healing anybody. Follow the miracles. It was true with Jesus. It's still true today. Jesus is still performing those miracles. In this episode, it seems there are very few people passing on the knowledge that we need to know. Also, prayer. Maybe we need fewer words in our prayer. How does Dr. Nemeh pray for his family? What does he ask for? And we'll start off with a question. And I think this is a great question because many of us, if we're hit with afflictions or something happens to our family members, it can create a barrier for some with God because, hey, you know, we're going along fine. We have this great relationship, God. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you allowing this affliction to happen? And Dr. Nemeh has a great answer to this question.
Over the last year and a half, I've been faced with a lot of afflictions and trials, and I'm sure, you know, everyone in here is faced with the exact same thing. You know, I thought I almost had perfect harmony for most of my life with God, and when I was faced with these afflictions, you know, it really tested my faith. And what do you feel that we can do to get that back?
You mean to get rid of that feeling that you've been going through? Who wants to get rid of that feeling? I'll tell you why. You see, through the afflictions that we experience in our life, we get closer and closer to God. And where I come from, I witness that in a lot of people. They come in, end-stage cancers and other disease entities, and how many of them tell me, we thank God that we had the illness, because it got us closer to Him. You see, the world is defective, and we are supposed to be suffering the consequences of that lower existence. But for me as a believer, anything that I face, any difficulty or any danger, it actually gets me closer to God because it gives me the opportunity to show Him the truthfulness of my love for Him, which is a complete dependence upon His will and the acceptance. You see? So we don't even feel bad about any experiences that we go through. Not only this, when you have that kind of a state of mind that connects you so deeply to God, there is no evil whatsoever there, no matter how badly you suffer in a physical way. If you think about it, everything turns out to be the greatest blessing in our life. Because the life in here, that's not our destiny. We are predestined to have a higher type of existence, even higher than the angels themselves. See? So our focus should be on heaven, and when our focus is on heaven, everything becomes very easy for us to accept and very easy for us to overcome.
Question about prayer. One of the things that you mentioned, I just re-listened to it at the healing service, from the healing service.
When you come up, please just quiet your mind and focus only on the love of God.
Don't cloud things with too many words. The words can kind of clunk it up a little bit. My words, not yours. Do you find yourself away from healing services and praying for people? Do you find your own personal prayer similar to that, where it's more feeling than words?
Yeah, the prayers in general lead you to such a discipline of your mind. Leads you to a continuous state of connectedness to God. And once you reach that level, you don't need really to express yourself in words anymore, because you are already connected. And that's the highest level of prayer, actually. And if you think about it, I mean, it's about giving God the feedback. The best and the highest level is your feeling of love for Him that you are conveying to Him. And that's how I see the prayer. The prayer leads you to that. For example, you recite the rosary. What does it do? It focuses your mind for a longer period of time on the subject. And here, over time, it becomes such a discipline of your mind. You are connected all the time already. And Jesus was very clear about the subject. He didn't want us to repeat and use too many words. Because the real thing is about the feeling that you have, the truthful feeling that you have towards God. And once you are in that place, you don't really need to say much. I mean, the major thing that I go back to Our Father's prayer. The Our Father's prayer is such a powerful prayer. Addressing God the Father and expressing everything in there, acknowledging Him as everything in your life, and focuses your mind back in case you stray. But personally, I don't really need to say much. He knows already where do I stand, and I'm steady when it comes to my connectedness to Him.
You do get feedback. You feel something.
Yeah, because if you think about it, that's the nature of the connection between father and son. Anyway, it's a true love that one has for the other. That's why it says, be still. And not to be confused, stillness is not emptying your mind. Stillness is occupying your mind fully with the feeling of love, actually, towards God. That's the kind of Christian stillness that we talk about.
You have a family, you have a wife, you have kids, you have concerns. Do you take the time to mention them in your prayers, or is your connection enough?
I don't do much of that. The connection is enough. Not only this, I reach a level of complete surrender and acceptance. So whatever comes, I already accept. Not only this, rehearsing the worst in my mind and accepting everything makes it so easy for me. I don't worry about anything. To tell you the truth, deep inside, I have a tremendous peace. I don't worry about family members. I don't worry about anything, because I see the hand of God in it all. Not only this, the promise from of old is going to bless us and bless everyone around us. So I sort of have that always in mind, and I know that He's going to bless everyone I'm dealing with. It's a given for me.
Any final thoughts today?
Definitely the world is undergoing a transformation. A lot of people, I'm sure, are feeling that change coming closer and closer to us. The thing that bothers me the most is when I see how many people are hungry spiritually, and yet we don't have too many people within the church actually feeding them or offering them the right type of knowledge that could allow them to start that real type of interrelationship with Jesus.
How does it make you feel to know that you are offering food to the spiritually hungry?
Well, this makes me feel more obliged. I feel a great responsibility when it comes to conveying that knowledge to as many as I can. I'm responsible. Actually, I'll be held responsible. I can see an analogy between me and a thief. In a sense, God is giving you or conveying to you that spiritual knowledge, and I cannot just keep it for myself. You see, I have to make sure that it's conveyed to everybody. If I don't share with everybody, then yes, I will be regarded as a thief.
Issam's Insight with Dr. Issam Nemeh on Blind Faith Live. Real people, real miracles.